it will disturb the distant star. Even the star is somehow related to the flower. So if you observe nature, we find that nature has got this way of functioning. It is not, all are not separate unit. Every unit is dedicated to all. So a formula you should remember, each for all and all for each, or one for all and all for one. That is how nature functions. All for one and that one for all. That is called Yajna Bhavana. Yajna Bhavana means all for one and one for all. You are understanding what I am saying? So when I live in this world with that type of attitude, performing my obligatory duties for a higher altar, for that Supreme Lord who is pervading this entire cosmos, who is called the Devata. That word Devata also will come. So, Sahayajna Praja Shristva Purovacha Prajapatihi. So, as though the Creator, after creating this world with that Yajna Bhavana, He told, as though He told all the beings that you live in this world with this Yajna spirit and you will prosper. You will be fulfilling all your desires. And this Yajna spirit, we find it most beautifully expressed in a human birth. If we see our society, if we see our nation, we will find that wherever there is progress, wherever there is prosperity, wherever there is harmony, you will find Yajna spirit working there. When each and every citizen of the society works together, dedicating their action for the country, without having any selfishness or selfish motives and all, then the country prospers. And when the country prospers, the individuals also prosper. So it's this attitude is what Bhagavan says that you have to cultivate. That live for the totality and totality will take care of you. If you live for yourself, if you become more and more selfish, then you will suffer, you will perish. Totality will destroy you. But if you live with an attitude of dedication to the totality, it will take care of you. So, anena prasavishyadhvam eshavostvishta kamadhuka. This will become like your wish-fulfilling cow. So, there was this cow with Vashishta Rishi, which could give anything, whatever you desire, that cow is to give. So here Bhagavan calls this Yajna attitude itself as wish-fulfilling cow. Teamwork, cooperative endeavor, modern terms. Synergy, all these terms we use. These are all nothing but Yajna Bhavana only, said in different way. In management terms, work together as a team and you will succeed in any endeavor you take. So, yeshavostvishta kama dukkha. So, how exactly it works? How it will benefit me? Bhagavan explains this now in the next verse. Devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantah shreyah paramavapsyatha. Bhagavan says that with this yajna, you nourish the devatas. Devan bhavayatan anena. With this yajna, you nourish the devatas. And then what will happen? Te devaha bhavayantu vaha. Those devatas will nourish you. Then what will happen? Parasparam bhavayantaha. In this way, nourishing each other, both of you will attain Shreya, the supreme good. Shreya Paramavapsyatha. You will attain the supreme good. Now here the meaning of the word Deva should become clear, then the whole verse will become clear. See, the meaning, one meaning of that word Deva means that which illumines. Dyotanat Devaha. That which illumines means that which has got consciousness and which illumines or which expresses as life, which expresses as some energy or power is called Devata. In one Upanishad, it talks about various Devatas. So there the Rishi says that there is one main Devata. That Devata alone expresses as 2, expresses as 3, expresses as 5, expresses as 8, expresses as 33, expresses as 33 crores. Like in our body. How many life is there in our body? How many life is there? Only one life is there. But that same life expresses in millions of ways in millions of these cells in our body. Similarly, there is that one Devata who is that supreme Brahma who expresses in this world as the cosmic intelligence, whom we call Hiranyagarbha, the life principle. That is one Devata. He is the one who expresses as the very life of all beings, as the intelligence behind everyone and everything in this world. He is called that one Devata. See, if you again observe the nature, we find that there is intelligence which is working behind everything what we observe. Like I talked about those birds which are flying. There is some intelligence. One bird is not intelligence, but there is some intelligence which is functioning through all these birds in a very harmonious way, which makes them function efficiently. The birds not only know where they are going, but they also know unconsciously what is the destination, from where they have come and what is their destination and how to fly there and what are the various obstacles which might come and how to overcome them. Everything they unconsciously they know. There is some intelligence. Or you take a tiny little ant. That ant is made up of matter only. Sometimes people crush ants or they crush the mosquitoes and all. What do you get? Nothing but matter. Some of them removed from your own body. So much blood. So what is it? Matter. But when that mosquito is functioning, it functions with great intelligence. It knows exactly where you are sleeping. It knows exactly where is your nose. It comes and bites it accurately like. So there is an intelligence behind even a tiny little mosquito or an ant which guides them. Yesterday I gave the example of those ant hills. So ant hills, all these ants are working in a perfect harmony. That's called yajna. If you want to learn yajna spirit, you can learn from the ants. One can learn from the honeybees. We can learn from nature, from the birds, from the fish, from so many other creatures of this world. So we find that intelligence is there which is expressing through them. Same intelligence is expressing through us in our senses, in our mind, in our intellect. That cosmic intelligence is called Hiranyagarbha, and that cosmic intelligence is also called the one Devata, whom we call Ishvara. Hiranyagarbha is expression of Ishvara only. So Ishvara as Hiranyagarbha is that one Devata who express as all the 5 elements, Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal and Prithvi. So these 5 elements are also called Devatas. Then the same Hiranyagarbha expresses through the heavens, means outer space, through the sun and the moon. So the sun, moon, outer space, they are also called Devatas. The same Hiranyagarbha expresses as our breath, as a prana. So the pranas, the life force in my body is also called Devata. So here when we say that we have to dedicate our actions through a higher altar to the Devata, it is like dedicating our action to this intelligence which is functioning through each and every one of us. We may not be able to comprehend it completely, but to whatever degree we can comprehend, we can dedicate. Even in a family which there is a Devata which holds that family together. Kula Devata, Graha Devata. It is that intelligence which holds the family together, which cannot be seen. It is not an individual intelligence, but it is something which is subtler, which holds that family together. So when you dedicate your action to that intelligence, it will keep the family together. Similarly, there is a Devata who holds the society integrated. And that Devata is propitiated when we perform our action without selfishness, when we do not have in us, when we don't express anger and jealousies and ulterior motives in our action, then this Devata gets propitiated. And when this Devata gets propitiated, goodness, prosperity happens automatically. This is a subtler point, and this is the way it is expressed. So yes, it is said that you perform this action and propitiate this Devata, which are not seen, but they are there. Means dedicate your action to a higher altar. Then those Devatas will also nourish you. You will also get nourishment, energy, enthusiasm, strength, power, intelligence from these Devatas also. Our Pujya Gurudev is to talk about these Devatas are there even in a factory or in a company. There is a Devata of a company. So when each and every worker in that company dedicate their action for this Devata, for the welfare of the Devata, then Devata also is pleased and the whole company prospers. So one can gain this prosperity not directly but by propitiating these Devatas, and these Devatas propitiate you in turn. Pujya Gurudev is to tell a beautiful story to convey this thought very beautifully. He is to say that there was this party in the heavens. The Devatas and the Asuras were given a party. Vishnu Bhagwan thought that let me just give a party to both these. But then he thought that if they are together, they might fight. So let us separate them and have a separate arrangement made. So he made the arrangement. But just for fun, he thought that let us see, because in party also we should have some fun. No? So he said that I will, make your elbows stiff. You will not be able to bend. So he made the elbow stiff of both the Devatas and the Asuras, but he made all arrangement